To welcome this beautiful silent presence that is everywhere all around us, and all of the lively nature within it that is everywhere. And we call it transcendental, but it's really, there's never really been anything transcendental. It's always been right up here, all around us, really, on the surface of life. But we couldn't see it because we were so caught in the images, in the objects, in the phenomena, in the whole phenomenal world, that we couldn't really see and experience even the unbounded awareness itself, even just the unbounded field of pure being itself that is really beyond body-mind idea. Body-mind is just an idea. But even more so, we couldn't really experience all of the beautiful nature. Really, it's the flows of consciousness, conscious of itself. That's what it is. We call it the nature of consciousness, to be consciousness, which is, it's always conscious of itself. It's always awake to itself, everywhere within itself. And so it's a liveliness that is a beautiful joy, just a joy. It's a joy that is everywhere in the whole room, in the whole presence all around us here, everywhere. Lively joy, delightful thing, very, very delightful. But when we're trapped in the mind, it can't see that. It really doesn't know that. It just sees the body-mind, and its attention goes to the pains in the body, or the sorrows and whatever, in the emotions, and in the me. And what is that me, actually? Can you really find a me? I mean, the mind intellect points to the whole body-mind person as being the me. But really, when you really try to find that I, the real self itself, I don't think you can find it intellectually through the mind, because the I itself, the self, the real being, really who you really are and have been all along, it's been entangled in the body-mind idea. It's been due to conditioning over time. We have become identified with the little body-mind, and the sense of being ends at the edge of the skin, in the life of the body. But that's not the life of the being, the life of the self, the life of the I, the real I, the real self, what you are right now. We've mistaken the whole, just this little body mind, for being the who I am. But that I is so much greater, so much more vast and beautiful, and it's universal. We say this word, universal consciousness, universal awareness, universal self. This means that the sense that I exist is the same sense that I exist that everyone has. It's the same self, same self. And so that I sense is not really just identified to the little body-mind. That I sense is actually the universal self of everyone, everywhere. But it doesn't know that because it's identified with the little body-mind. And so this is what awakening is about. When that self, that sense of who I am, wakes up to itself, rather than being identified with the little body, it wakes up to its unbounded awareness, itself as being unbounded awareness. It's a very simple thing, very, very simple thing. But it's not something that the mind can do. It's not any kind of an attitude or a mood or a feeling or an intuition. It's not even really an experience, because it's being the field of pure experience in which all experience takes place. All experience that the body-mind is doing, all experience that anyone is doing, takes place in the self, the unbounded field of pure awareness, in who you really are. And this is what is the reality. This is the reality, and this is what is here, right now, all around you, in the room, all around you, and pervading, permeating, underlying, a little bit beyond all of the existence we see right now. There I am. There is where the self is. And the interesting thing is you cannot find it by looking for it. As soon as you look for it, it will run away. And that's because the mind cannot find it. Mind only operates in time and space. Mind is just another word for, or we can say time and space is just another word for mind. It's the same thing. Mind creates the appearance of time and space that we are locked into, just locked into that. But that's not really the reality of who you are, and of what is real right now, in the space right around you, right now. And of course the mind can say, well, oh sure, I'm aware of some stillness and presence in the room around me. I can notice it. Look, who is that I? that notices that? What is that I that notices it? Sure, mind can be awake to awareness itself, but in order for the shift to awakening to occur, the self sees itself by itself. The self, not the mind, comes awake to itself. That's why it's called self-realization. It's not called mind realization or intellect realization. It's called self-realization because it's the self that realizes itself as that unbounded awareness that is everywhere in the space around us. That is this silence and stillness that is really incredibly vast when the self experiences and remembers itself as being that. It's not this person, it's that. You are not the person, you are that unbounded awareness itself. This is the truth. This is the reality as it actually is. You are awareness, not the person. The person does not have awareness. Awareness has a person. We say this again and again and again and again, and because it's true. It's true. And at some point, the simple being, the simple, pure, wakeful awareness will recognize and remember itself as that. Oh yes, I am that, I am that. Not the intellect, not the mind, not the mind. No. And then the shift occurs like that to the first awakening, first state of consciousness, which is called cosmic consciousness, simply because consciousness is not individual, it's cosmic, it's unbounded. It's everywhere. It's omnipresent. It's omnipresent. And at some point, that omnipresent being, pure awareness, remembers itself as all of these objects. It's not just underlying everything and not just the fundamental source of everything everywhere. It is everything. Everything is consciousness. Everything is myself. It is the self itself. Not my little self, no, but my the big self, big self, big self, big self. The same one self of everyone, everywhere. That self remembers itself as being everything, everywhere. Not the little person. You don't get enlightened. The little mind, body person does not get enlightened because you have never been just this little mind, body person in the first place. so that's the thing. I think we all know this. We've been listening to this long time. Some people, but we've said this again and again and again and again. Because see, the thing is, it's not the mind. It's not about the mind hearing this and learning this or being taught anything. The words that are spoken are really, it's the being itself speaking and listening to itself through us all. The omnipresent field of being itself, the same self of everyone. It awakens to itself by hearing itself speak about itself to itself, and wakes up to its unbounded reality in the appearance of you, through the appearance of you. So that's what happens. That's what happens. And it's just a matter of being with that, you could say, pure truth, pure wisdom that is spoken by enlightened teachers and that has been spoken for really all times. And being so simple and innocent. Stop taking notes. Don't take notes. Just sit. Just sit with simple innocence and openness. And really forget everything you know about enlightenment, everything you think you know about awakening, and just be so simple, innocent. The reason why we say that, it's because then maybe there's a chance, an opportunity, just in some relaxed, simple openness. Maybe there's an opportunity for the innermost being to hear itself, speaking about itself, and wake itself up to its unbounded reality that it actually is here, now, or at any time. Just innocence, simple innocence is the key. And just let the words sort of wash over. Don't really try to learn anything. Just let the words, because it's the being itself. It likes to prepare the field a little bit more. Even before we plant the seed, a lot of people haven't really plowed the field properly, and then they expect to expect the seed to sprout. Haven't even planted the seed. The seed really hasn't been deeply implanted yet. So for the seed to get planted firmly in the ground of being, ground of pure awareness itself, we have to just be so simple and open and just relax and feel easy and free without really that desire, burning desire for awakening, that just gets in the way. It just gets in the way. So just while we're here, after this is over, You can go ahead and you can have your burning desire. You can do whatever you want. While we're here, just sit back, be easy, be open, relax. There's something, if you have not really clearly awakened to being that unbounded awareness, so that that self finds itself everywhere, not just here at the point of the body-mind, but sees itself from everywhere, all around, at every point, everywhere. Then, let's take this as an opportunity. Take the opportunity here now. And so what do we do? Simple. Nothing. Just nothing. It's nothing. Just be awake now. And just simply awake and alert. That's it. Simply be awake and alert. Best if the eyes are open. Just be awake and alert with the eyes open. And as soon as we do that, a few things occur. Really? One is that we can feel some stillness in the space around us, some stillness, some silence. Another thing that occurs is that we're not quite as entangled with the body-mind. We're more spread out, more expanded, more alert, more awake. So consciousness itself is really just a little bit more awake now. And so the presence in the space around us increases. It just increases. And the awareness itself can come closer to having an opportunity to see itself on its own level. But at least it can see that, you can see the body, so you can see the person that is sitting there, and it's not so identified, so attached. It can see the mind thinking kind of thoughts there. It can see and feel the emotions. It can feel these sensations in the body. And so that which knows that is not the body, it's not the mind, it's not the emotions. It is awareness. It is the self itself. Self. The self, the real I, has always been a silent, impartial witness to the body-mind all along. It has not really been, the body-mind that you got tangled in because of the mind's idea. It's a mind's idea. But we can experience right now, at least to some degree, that the mind, body, and awareness are not the same thing. It's not the mind that has awareness. It's awareness that has a body-mind. It's not, this is not an understanding, this is the reality that is actually here now. And we're coming just a little closer to experiencing that I am witness to the body-mind. I am that silent, impartial witness. Not the body, not the mind. So what takes place then is this wholeness, this presence in the space around us now becomes a little more dominant and a little more perhaps ominous, because it's very, very big. It's not a small thing. And this presence is deepening, it's growing, it is opening up. And this being, it's yourself, it's the witness itself that remembers itself as being this wholeness, this presence. It's not the mind that wakes up, it's the witness that wakes up to itself as being unbounded awareness. And so we just be, we just simply be, we just sit and be, and we allow the body-mind to do whatever it needs to do. Don't resist anything, don't restrict anything. If the mind wants to come up with a bunch of thoughts, allow it to do that. If the emotions want to well up, let that happen. Don't resist, don't restrict anything. Because the being itself is getting closer to the remembrance of itself as this unbounded fullness, unbounded reality of that is not caught in the body-mind ideas or the moods or attitudes or emotions or perceptions, even the perceptions. In fact, the perceptions all around us here now are actually contained in that presence, that field of omnipresence that is everywhere, all around. And that awareness itself, that field, that omnipresent field of pure being, is just absolutely still. It is timeless, pure being. It is not moving. It is not doing. It rises above and beyond the little body-mind. And it begins to remember and see itself as, okay, yes, I am that. I am that unbounded awareness. Not this little body. I am that. And it just wakes up to itself and remembers what it actually is. And it's a simple thing, but it's so deep and so profound, so clear, such a contrast from being the little me that is aware of this to being awareness itself, in which the person and all of the person's perceptions of whatever is going on in front of us at any time exists. You are the field of pure existence itself. And that's the same field of pure existence that is the same self of everyone, everywhere. It's a simple thing, and we can just sit and allow, and we notice the intensity of the presence in the space around us deepening. The silence, stillness, the openness. The freedom, it is pure freedom. It's not attached, not identified, as much at least with the little body-mind and all of its aches and pains, problems, emotions, perceptions. It's just awake to itself on its own level, all by itself, and it's coming more awake to itself because it begins to see itself from everywhere, all around. It's fully awake within itself. And it's what gives the mind its awareness. It's what enables the perceptions, enables the senses to perceive their perceptions. The perceptions are not something that bind us to the world. The being itself, the self itself, is that by virtue of which the world in front of us can exist. That universal sense of being, universal awareness itself, is what enables this whole world and universe and all of these objects that are around you and in front of you to actually be here. They're contained within the unbounded field of pure awareness itself. That is your own self. That's what it's been like all along. You have never been just an individual person. You have always been unbounded awareness that has a person, has a mechanism that can perceive and really create the appearance of a world out here. It's due to the self, the unbounded awareness itself. Something that has been there all along. This is not new. It's been there all along. We just come back to what is really real. That's all. Not any kind of mysticism or mood or anything like that. It's just reality as it actually is. And of course, we're just talking about the first awakening. And what we do now is we just allow the awareness itself that is enabling the mind and the senses and the emotions to feel and experience right here now. We allow this awareness itself, this field of awareness itself, just to be with itself. Just to be. Just be. Just be. Simply be. And it becomes more obvious, more present, more open. And even if the shift hasn't happened yet, at some point it will, and it's simple. It's a simple thing. Simple. However, we should know that just by thinking and being awake to this presence and silence and stillness that's all around us here, that's not really it. No? It's being that. That's you are it, you become it, you remember. It remembers itself. Like that. So we just stay here in this sort of expansion that sort of just rises up and above and beyond the little body mind. And we just stay simply easy, and to the degree it's there in any way, you know. And the reason why this is important is because if you don't know the self, which is the most fundamental reality of all existence, then how on earth can we expect to know what is really going on in the world? For one thing, it's not possible. We just see from the point of view, the perspective of the little me, the little mind. We don't get the total perspective of what's going on. And if we don't know the unbounded reality of the self itself, how on earth can we expect to know God? This is not possible. We can only have a belief or a faith or a feeling, which in feelings and ideas, beliefs, come and go, up and down, up and down. What we want is something that is real, that is permanent, that is stable, that is the all-time reality of what is actually here now, present here now. And at some point we do find, and all of the awakened people at some point will find that first of all, they find out that all those ideas about God are just ideas. No, they're just ideas and beliefs. All those ideas of the devas and the rakshasas and all of the gods and all of this. They're just ideas of the mind. They're not the real experience of what they actually are, what you actually are, what the self, what the being actually is. And so this is why it's a waste of time if you want enlightenment. It's a waste of time to chase after all of those old concepts, The real truth opens up through the dissolving of what is not true. It doesn't open up through developing. You can't develop so that you're experiencing God. No. It's a dissolving of the appearance of the reality of the world around us that opens up its own experience of itself. Like that. And of course, it's divine. It's divine. Really divine. Everything, everywhere, is made out of the fabric of pure divinity. Even consciousness itself is made out of the fabric of pure divinity itself. This is what we open up to. This is what we're going to. This is what we're going to. So let's just let go and be simple. Be simple. Be simple. Allow the feelings to feel. Allow the body to move. Allow everything to happen just as it is, let go and let this presence around us just swallow us, be swallowed by it, swallowed by it. And just allow, be taken over by this beautiful wave of the ocean of bliss itself. And just be